Have you noticed? The world around us is changing at a pace that feels almost impossible to keep up with, especially when it comes to how we define beauty. Beauty standards seem to shift faster than ever before. One day a certain look is in, and the next it's already out of style. Social media platforms are filled with new trends, viral challenges, and influencers who set the tone for what's considered beautiful. It can be hard to keep up. The pressure to fit in, to look a certain way can feel overwhelming, like you're always one step behind. As humans, we're naturally drawn to what we find attractive. It's ingrained in us, shaped by both our biology and the culture we live in. Compliments and admiration from others can boost our confidence, but they can also make us more aware of how we measure up. But what happens when those ideals become so extreme, so unattainable that they start to harm our well-being? When the images we see every day make us question our worth or feel like we're never enough? We're living in a world saturated with images, constantly bombarded with messages about how we should look. From billboards to Instagram feeds, the pressure is everywhere and it's relentless. And these messages are often filtered, edited, and unrealistic. The faces and bodies we see online are carefully curated, often altered with apps and filters that erase flaws and create impossible standards. It's no wonder so many of us, especially young people, are struggling with body image and self-esteem. When perfection is the norm online, it's easy to feel like you don't measure up in real life. This isn't about bashing beauty or saying we shouldn't care about how we look. Expressing ourselves through style, makeup, or fashion can be empowering and fun. It's about recognizing the powerful forces at play and arming ourselves with the knowledge and tools to navigate them in a healthy way. We need to be aware of how these standards are created and how they affect us. We need to start talking about Instagram face and TikTok body not as trends to follow, but as phenomena to understand and challenge. By questioning these ideals, we can begin to break their hold on us. It's time to reclaim beauty on our own terms, to celebrate our differences, embrace our individuality, and define what beauty means for ourselves, not just follow what we see online. So, what exactly do we mean by Instagram face and TikTok body? You've probably seen them scrolling through your feeds. Instagram face often involves full lips, high cheekbones, flawless skin, and large almond-shaped eyes. Think Kim Kardashian or Bella Hadid. It's a look that's often achieved or at least enhanced through makeup, fillers, and filters. TikTok body, on the other hand, is all about a slim waist, flat stomach, and curves in all the right places. It's a highly stylized and often sexualized aesthetic that can put immense pressure, especially on young girls, to conform to a very specific body type. The problem isn't that these features are inherently bad or unattractive. It's that they're presented as the narrow definition of beauty, leading many to feel inadequate if they don't measure up. And the truth is, most of us don't. These images are often carefully curated, edited, and even surgically enhanced. They're not a true reflection of reality. The rise of Instagram face and TikTok body has coincided with a worrying trend, a significant decline in mental health, particularly among young people. Social media platforms, once celebrated for their ability to connect us, now often serve as a source of stress and anxiety for an entire generation. The pressure to curate the perfect online persona and keep up with ever-changing beauty standards is relentless, and it's taking a toll on the minds of millions of teenagers and young adults. Studies have shown a strong correlation between social media use and increased rates of anxiety, depression, body dysmorphia, and eating disorders. The more time young people spend online, the more likely they are to compare themselves to others, often feeling like they fall short. This constant comparison can create a cycle of negative thoughts and emotions that is difficult to break. Experts believe that constant exposure to these idealized images can fuel feelings of inadequacy, leading to low self-esteem and a distorted self-image. The endless stream of filtered photos and highlight reels makes it easy to forget that what we see online is rarely the full story. For many, the line between reality and digital fantasy becomes blurred, making it even harder to accept themselves as they are. Young people, especially girls, are bombarded with messages that tell them their worth is tied to their appearance. Influencers and celebrities set impossible standards, and the pressure to conform can feel overwhelming. Negative comments and cyberbullying only add to the emotional burden, making social media a minefield for self-esteem. This can have a devastating impact on their mental and emotional well-being. Feelings of isolation, sadness, and hopelessness are becoming all too common. Many young people struggle in silence, afraid to reach out for help or admit that they're not okay. The pressure to achieve these unattainable standards can lead to a range of harmful behaviors, including extreme dieting, excessive exercise, and even cosmetic surgery. Some may go to great lengths to change their appearance, believing it will bring them happiness or acceptance, but often it only deepens their struggles. In some cases, it can even lead to self-harm. The emotional pain becomes so overwhelming that it manifests physically, and the cycle of distress continues. Support systems are crucial, but many feel alone in their battles. We need to take these risks seriously and understand the very real consequences of these seemingly harmless trends. By opening up conversations, supporting one another, and challenging unrealistic standards, we can begin to protect the mental health of this generation and help them find their worth beyond the screen. Social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok have become powerful engines driving these unrealistic beauty standards. They've created a culture of comparison, where we're constantly evaluating ourselves against others and often coming up short. Algorithms are designed to keep us scrolling, feeding us a steady stream of content that reinforces these narrow ideals. We're shown images of perfection over and over again, making it easy to forget that most of what we see is filtered, edited, and carefully curated. Influencers and celebrities, with their perfectly posed photos and seemingly effortless beauty, play a significant role in shaping these trends. While many are now using their platforms to promote body positivity and self-acceptance, the pressure to maintain a certain image remains intense. It's time to hold social media companies accountable for the role they play in promoting these harmful standards. We need more transparency, more diversity, and more responsible algorithms that prioritize well-being over engagement. It's crucial to remember that what we see on social media is often a far cry from reality. Behind the filters and carefully curated feeds are real people with real bodies, flaws and all. We all have imperfections, and that's perfectly okay. In fact, it's what makes us unique and beautiful. It's time to celebrate the diversity of human bodies and challenge the notion that there's only one way to be attractive. Let's start by unfollowing accounts that make us feel bad about ourselves and following more accounts that promote body positivity, self-love, and realistic beauty standards. Let's fill our feeds with images that inspire us and make us feel good about ourselves, just as we are. It's time to reclaim beauty on our own terms. True beauty comes from within, from our character, our kindness, our passions, and our individuality. It's about embracing our authentic selves, flaws and all. Let's challenge the narrow definitions of beauty that we're bombarded with daily. Let's celebrate diversity in all its forms, including body size, shape, skin color, and ability. We all deserve to feel confident and comfortable in our own skin. It's time to stop striving for an impossible ideal and start embracing our unique beauty. So, how do we navigate this digital age and protect our mental health and self-esteem? In a world where we're constantly connected, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by the endless stream of images and updates. But with a few mindful steps, we can build a healthier relationship with ourselves and the digital world. It's not easy, but there are things we can do. Remember, you're not alone in feeling this way. Many people struggle with self-image in the age of social media. Here are a few tips that can help you nurture a positive self-image and boost your confidence, both online and offline. Be mindful of your social media consumption. Take breaks from scrolling and give yourself permission to unplug when you need to recharge. Notice how you feel after spending time online. If you're feeling anxious or down, it might be time for a break. Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad or that promote unrealistic standards. Curate your feed so it inspires and uplifts you rather than bringing you down. Be selective about the content you consume. Choose to follow people and pages that celebrate diversity, authenticity, and real-life moments, not just highlight reels. Focus on your inner qualities. Take time to reflect on what makes you special beyond your appearance, your kindness, creativity, and resilience. Remind yourself of your strengths, your talents, and the things you're proud of. Write them down or say them out loud to reinforce your self-worth. Celebrate the things that make you unique. Embrace your quirks and differences, They're what set you apart and make you truly one of a kind. True beauty comes from within. The most memorable people are those who radiate confidence, kindness, and joy. Surround yourself with positive influences. Spend time with people who lift you up, encourage you, and accept you for who you are. Follow accounts that promote body positivity, self-love, and realistic beauty standards. Fill your feed with messages that remind you everyone is worthy of love and respect. Connect with people who make you feel good about yourself. Share your feelings with trusted friends or family, and don't be afraid to ask for support when you need it. Challenge negative thoughts by questioning their truth and replacing them with kinder, more realistic ones. When you find yourself comparing yourself to others, remember that what you see online is often carefully curated and doesn't show the whole story. If you're feeling down about your appearance, challenge those thoughts. Remind yourself of your value and the things you love about yourself. Social media often presents a distorted view of reality. Practice self-care by stepping back and focusing on what truly matters to you. Make time for activities that make you feel good, whether it's exercise, spending time in nature, listening to music, or exploring a new hobby. These moments help you reconnect with yourself and boost your mood. And most importantly, connect with loved ones. Meaningful relationships and shared experiences are the foundation of a healthy self-image. Remember, you are enough just as you are. One of the most powerful things we can do is to find our tribe, a community of people who support and uplift us. This could be friends, family members, or even online groups that share our values and make us feel seen and understood. Surrounding ourselves with positive influences can make a world of difference in how we view ourselves and the world around us. It's a reminder that we're not alone in our struggles and that there are people out there who get it. Let's lift each other up, celebrate our differences, and create a world where everyone feels beautiful and confident in their own skin. The pursuit of beauty shouldn't come at the cost of our mental health and well-being. It's time to challenge the unrealistic standards that are being forced upon us and embrace our authentic selves. Let's remember that true beauty comes from within, from our kindness, our compassion, our strength, and our individuality. Let's celebrate the diversity of human bodies and challenge the notion that there's only one way to be beautiful. We are all worthy of love and acceptance, just as we are. Let's create a world where everyone feels empowered to embrace their true selves and shine brightly.